Jai Gurudev, everyone. Nice to be with you all, and here in Japan, in this lovely Sarveshwara Temple, SarveshwarNarasimha, and Radha Krishna Temple, the Guruji. It's very lovely and beautiful people to meet as well. It's very nice. So I'd like to share a story, a satsang, about how I got into spirituality from childhood, how it happened. I'd like to share that experience with you all. So it started when I was 18 months old. I was like 1.5 years old.
今日は皆さんに私がどういうふうにしてスピリチュアルな道に入って人生を送るようになってグルに出会ったかをお話したいと思います。まずそれは私が18ヶ月生まれてからまだ18ヶ月の時に起こりました。
Okay, yeah. So I was 1.5 years old when my father died. He died when I was 18 months old, and my mother, when I was born, my mother, she had like a stroke where you lose one side of your part of your body. Yeah, it's called a stroke, and she had this when I was born. So this is how it started.
私が18ヶ月の時に父親が亡くなりました。で、私が生まれた時に母親はストローク、発作を起こして半身不随になってしまいました。
Yeah, and up until I was 21 years old, my mother, she had 2 strokes every year. So when I got to 21, she'd had 42 strokes, but she still kept recovering. She still kept recovering from these strokes.
私が21歳になるまで、ずっと、毎年2回その発作が起こって母親は、2年間その21年間で42回も発作を続けることになる。でもその度に母親は回復して生き延びていました。
So when I got to like 4 or 5 years old, coming up to 5 years old, I was asking my mother, where is my father? I knew he died, but I was thinking, where is he? Where is my father? Where is he gone? And my mother, she said, oh, he's with God. He's with God. He's in heaven. You can pray to him if you want to. You can pray to him if you're missing him and you want to talk with him. You can pray to him.
4歳か5歳ぐらいの時に母親に父親がもう死んでたことは知ってたんですけど、お父さんはどこにいるのとお母さんに聞きました。そしたらそれが気になってたの。そしたらお父さんは天国にいる、神様と一緒にいる。だからお祈りをすればそのお祈りがお父さんに届くよ。だからお祈りをしなさいって言われた。
Yeah. So from 5 years old, I started every night. I started to pray. I inwardly prayed to God, and to look after my father, who was with him in heaven. So I'd start to pray every night, and I prayed every night until the age of 27, and I didn't really miss any nights at all. Maybe from 5 on, I can't remember so much, but I know that for many years I never missed one night of prayer. Always prayed every single night, and I would pray for God to bless my father who was with him, and then to bless my mother, my mum, and then my sister, my relatives, friends, and then after blessing them, I was thinking I can't miss everyone out. So then I'd ask God to bless everyone in the world, everyone on earth. Yeah.
で、それから27歳になるまでずっと毎日1日も欠かさずその神様にお祈りを捧げました。その自分のお父さん、神様と一緒にいると、天国にいると言われたお父さんの面倒を見てくださいと。あと自分のお母さんの面倒を見てください。で、それを1日欠かさずずっと祈り続けて、それが自分の妹であったり、自分の家族であったり、そういうところまで祈りが広がっていって、それからあれも見逃しちゃいけないというか、結局最終的に地球上のすべての人に対してお祈りを毎日捧げるようになりました。
So I kept praying. I was praying every night inwardly, and building this connection inwardly with the divine, with God, and also building a connection with my dad, my father. I felt a connection with him too. I never heard any voices talk to me or anything like this, but I just had this strong faith and sincerity. I prayed very sincerely because I really did feel that my father was with God, and I felt this strong connection after praying for quite a long time.
で、それをすることによって神様との関係っていうのが深まっていって、それと同時にお父さんとの関係も、実際に何か言葉を聞いたりとかしたわけじゃないんですけど、その神様と共にそのお父さんがいるっていう、そのことが自分で感覚的にお祈りが届いているということが分かった。
So I kept praying, and then when I got to about 9 years old, I'd still been praying every night to God, and my prayer was like a mantra. It was like I would always say the same sort of sequence of prayers, like I say, God bless him, my father, my mother, my sister, my relatives, friends, and then everyone on earth, and then I would say, God bless them, and I love them, lots of red buckets and red hearts. It's an expression when we say if you love someone with a bucket of love, you're giving them a bucket of love from your heart, and also giving them hearts. So this was sort of like how I prayed, basically. And I would also talk as well, but this was the thing the mantra that I would sort of say. You could call it a mantra, I guess, because it was always the same repeating.
で、9歳になるまでにずっとお祈りを続けていました。で、その自分の家族、さっき言ったみたいに家族だけじゃなくて妹も親戚も友達も全部で、その時に、マントラのようであったと、特別な決まり文句みたいなのをずっと繰り返して毎日お祈りをしてて、それで自分が言ってたのは世界中の人を愛していますと。自分の赤いバケツから独特の子供なりの表現なんですけど、バケツいっぱいのハートの愛を込めて。
And then when I got to 9 years old, I found it very hard to sleep at night because I would feel a very strong inner sound, a very high-pitched inner sound in my head, through my body, and it was like a sound of Om, very high-pitched sound, and I couldn't sleep at night because it was just so strong. I'd be lying in bed and I'd just be hearing this really strong sound centered through my body, this sound of Om, and I couldn't sleep for a long time, and so this was one of the first things I noticed from 9 years old. After doing a lot of praying every night, I wasn't really religious, and I didn't obviously at that age I had no spiritual practice. It was just praying. Yeah.
で、その9歳の時にずっと祈りを続けていって、で特に何かスピリチュアルなことをしていたわけじゃないんですけど、突然音が聞こえるようになったと。自分の内側で高いオウムの音が聞こえるようになって、その音がすごく強くて寝ることもできないぐらいだった。で、それが起こるようになった。でも別に特別に何かスピリチュアルなことをしていたわけではない。いつもそのお祈りしかしてなかった。
And also from a young age, my father, he was like he had been a soldier in the army, and when I was very young, I was given toy soldiers, and I would play with these toy soldiers, and I'll play with them for hours and hours, but I wouldn't have them killing each other. I would just have them like I would be talking to them. I'd set all the soldiers up, and I'd be talking to these soldiers, just creating like I don't know, with my imagination, just creating giving them identities, each soldier, and I would be talking to them and building relationship. And to me, this being very early, from probably 4 or 5 years old, playing with soldiers until I was, I don't know, probably about 14, it was good training, good practice for having deity. So because the soldiers felt like it was good practice. It felt like having like you had a deity, you know, like lots of little deities that you was building a connection with from your heart. So yeah.
で、私はお父さんからもらったおもちゃの小さい兵士のおもちゃっていうのをたくさん持ってたんですけど、その兵士のおもちゃを子供の時からそれを戦わせるっていうことはしてなくて、その一つ一つのおもちゃの兵士に一人一人人格を与えて、それとずっと話しかけるっていうことをやってました。で、それが今そのナラヤナクリシュナ持ってますけど、そういうデイティ、その神様の心臓と関係を築くベースになったんじゃないかと思ってます。
And then, so I carried on praying every night for years. When I got to 27 years old, or 26 coming up to 27, I started to feel a change in my body. I started to feel a strong energy in my head, like a vibration, and I could feel this very strong pulling inside. It was like my head was a cave, and then this was the opening, and something was trying to push outwards. This is the only way I can really describe it. And like it felt like there was some sort of rock in front of this cave and it was trying to push it open. And it felt a very strong pull of energy that I started to notice, I started to feel.
で、26までずっとお祈りを続けていて、そこでちょっとここに強いエネルギーを感じるようになったんですね。それはまるで何か外側に突き出すような、まるでここに頭がホラー穴で、ここのホラー穴の目の前に穴があって、そこに岩がはまっていて、またその岩を外にこう押し出すかのような、そんなエネルギーを感じてました。
And my mother, she'd had like, up till I was 21, she'd had 42 strokes. And when I was doing the praying, I prayed so sincerely to protect her. Every night I prayed to give her protection so that she wouldn't die, because it was just me and my mother. My father had already died. So I was praying very, very sincere, like with conviction and real sincerity and faith that she was being protected. I just, it was, and I had to pray in order to look after her, because I would hear her in pain every night, because she, like I say, she had 2 strokes a year and she was always suffering quite a lot of pain. So when I would hear her in pain at night, this would obviously magnify the praying to look after her as well.
で、私はそのお母さんのためにずっと心からお祈りを捧げてました。で、さっき言ったように21になるまで42回もその発作っていうの、その半身を失うような発作をずっと続けてきて、で、彼女の苦しみっていうのが実際ずっと続いてたんですね。その苦しみを彼女が苦しんでいる姿をいつも見ていたから、それが自分のお祈りをさらに毎日こう強く祈るで、神様がお母さんを守ってくれますようにっていうことをどんどん強く祈るようになってました。
So back to 27 years old, I started to feel this energy, this strong pulling. Then after a few months, I noticed it wasn't going away. It was always there, like this strong vibration, and it was it came and then it just never went away. It was always there, just this strong tension like inside. And I was worried because my mother, she also had a brain tumor, and this brain tumor that she had, I was worried that maybe that's what I'm feeling. I didn't know anything about energy or spirituality. I only just prayed, but I was feeling this energy, and I thought it might be a brain tumor. So I was a bit scared. It made me a bit worried and scared what was happening to me.
で、ずっとここにそのエネルギーというのはずっとここに留まるようになったんですね。で、その時に自分は別にスピリチュアルなものだとは思わなくて、で、そういう知識もないし、それでお母さんが脳腫瘍を患ってたんですね。で、そのせいで自分もこの今感じているものが実は脳腫瘍なんじゃないかっていうことを思い出してすごく怖かった。
Then after a few months of feeling this energy, I started to feel in the around the base of my spine. I started to feel it felt like a snake coiled around the base of my spine, moving like in a circle. This is what I was feeling. And this scared me as well because I thought, oh no, what's going on? I don't know what's happening to me. And I thought it was like some sort of tapeworm, you know, like you can get worms. So I thought I might have worms or something, but it felt like this coiled snake at the base of my spine.
でそれからまた時間が経って今度はこの背骨の第一チャクラの付け根のあたりにこの蛇が巻くような感覚を感じるようになった。でこれでここに虫がいるんじゃないかって今度は怖くなった。
Yeah. So then, because I was feeling this energy here, and also this in my lower belly, in my very lower belly around my spine, this feeling, this snake coiled. I started to breathe, and I done this belly breathing do, and I was just breathing into my lower belly because I didn't want to concentrate my energy in my head in case it was a brain tumor, in case anything happened to me. So I was just focusing my energy here and keeping it away from this tension, this strong vibration. I was breathing into my lower belly.
でここにあるエネルギーっていうのはすごく怖かったので、お腹のところからお腹に向かって呼吸するようにしてました。ここのエネルギーに集中しないために自分のお腹の方を使って呼吸してました。お腹にこう息を吸い込む。
And then one day I was around my sister's house with my sister, and I was just breathing into my belly like this, and I was still feeling this energy, and I was just focusing here, just breathing, trying to relax. And then all of a sudden I felt something on my spine. Like, imagine this is my spine. I felt something on my spine moving up, like a very physical feeling moving up my spine like this. And I didn't know what it was, and I wasn't imagining it. I didn't visualize it. It was just a real physical feeling of something holding my spine moving up, something on my spine moving up.
である時お姉さん妹かのお家に行って、でさっき言ったこういうふうに呼吸をしてたら、ある時にこの自分の背骨をまるで何かがこういうふうに登っていくような感覚を感じたと。それはイマジネーションじゃなくて、もう実際に本当にこういう何かがこう背骨をこういうふうにやってるような感覚が感じられた。
And as it went up, as it went through my heart started pounding very fast. So it just went up like this, and then boom, 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 boom. Heart started pounding very fast, carried on going up, and it went to actually the center of my head, in like the center, not crown, but just to the center. And then when it hit center, it like burst like a balloon filled with air. You like blow the balloon, and then you let the balloon go, and it's like, you know, like you get a balloon. And then this is what it felt like, the release of this energy that went through, released here and went through my whole body. And it was like hot fire, like hot energetic fire going through my, filling up my whole body, like very hot, like someone would throw me into a fire.
でこのエネルギーがそしてどんどん上がっていって、で上がっていったと行くにつれて、このハートがもうバクバク言い出したと。でそこからさらにエネルギーはどんどん上に上がっていって、ここまで来たと。この第三の目あたりで、そこで、まるで風船が破裂したかのような感覚に陥って、それで体全体に熱いエネルギー、炎みたいなエネルギーが体中に蔓延していった。
So then my whole body was on fire. It felt like I was on fire. Everything burning, really hot. My kidneys, my lungs, everything was burning, like really, really hot. And I was scared because I wasn't sure if I was going to burst into flames or something. So I was drinking lots of milk and water. I was drinking cold drink to try and cool down because it was so hot, so much fire.
もう自分が発火するんじゃないかっていうぐらい暑かったので、それが怖くて、それを冷やすためにミルクとかをいっぱい、冷たい飲み物をいっぱい飲んだ。
Yeah. And I still didn't know what it was. So that night when I went to bed, I prayed. I just prayed to God, And I said, if I'm going to die, if it's going to be my time to die, then I accept. But just please look after my mum. And if I'm going to die, let me be with my father, with my dad. And so then I went to sleep, thinking, you know, I just accepted how I was. I accepted what was happening, and I just think if it's my time, I just have to. But I prayed to God to look after me. Then I woke up in the morning and I was still alive. It's okay, I'm alive. Then the feeling was like warm. It was like a warm flow of it felt like warm bliss through my heart, through my whole body. Everything felt soft, warm and light, really warm and blissful, like full of, very like a loving feeling through the body.
で、それで収まらないまま眠りについたと。で、その時に神様に、もし自分がこれが自分の死に時なら、もうそれは受け入れます。でもそれだったら、自分が死んだらお母さんの面倒を見てください。で、自分は死んだらお父さんと一緒にいさせてください。で、でも死に際ならこれも受け入れますと。でも次の日起きてみたら生きてたと。で、そしたら今度その熱が温かい、まるで至福のような、体中を温かい至福が包んだかのような心地よい感覚があった。
So I had about 9 or 10 days of feeling this warm bliss through my body, and it changed when this energy went up. It changed my consciousness. I felt more an observer of myself. Before I was just like me here, but then when this went up, I became like an observer of myself. Like I could see myself from outside, if you like. I could be more of I could judge myself more on things that I was doing, whereas before I didn't have that awareness. But this created some awareness of seeing what I'm doing, you know, so you're aware of what you're doing. So it created this new awareness, basically, and also other qualities become stronger, become like patience and I don't know, understanding in some ways, I guess. But all qualities magnified. Good, probably good and bad.
これによっていろんなね、強さとかね、なんかいろんな良い性質が目覚めたんですけど、いろんな理解力が増したりとか。で、このエネルギーが上昇したこの経験によって、自分の意識が変わってきたと。で、今まではただ自分っていうものだったんだけど、それが自分を一歩引いて自分を見れるようになる。自分を観察するような意識が持てるようになった。で、それは、この経験を通してそれが自分をまるで自分が何をしているかっていうのを自分で正しくジャッジできるようになったっていう。
So then after 9 days, this feeling of this warm bliss, like I was just feeling amazing. It was just, it felt so blissful. Then one morning I woke up and all the feeling had gone. Like the energy feeling had gone, this warm feeling of bliss gone, everything. And I felt very cold and my body felt very stiff. Like it just felt like it just closed in and went very, everything in my body went very hard and stiff.
The 9 days?
Yeah, this was after 9 days of feeling the warmth and then...
9日間この温かい至福っていうのがずっと続いていたんですけど、それからふとそれがなくなって今度逆にすごく冷たくなった。で、まるで全体が硬直するような感覚に陥った。
Yeah. So when everything went cold and my body went very stiff, I wanted to try and get this feeling back. So I started becoming like seeking different spiritual philosophies, and I started to try and read more about spiritual things. And then I tried doing yoga. I done Tai Chi to help me to try and loosen my body, because my body had just gone very stiff from this energy that had risen up and gone through my body. And so I was doing different practices, and for quite a while. Then I went into doing a meditation for 17 years after this rising of energy. For 17 years doing a transmission meditation where we done group meditation with the ajna. We just focused on the ajna and inwardly sounded Om to bring our attention to the ajna. And it was meant to be a service to humanity. So I've done this as a service to humanity with a group because it was to help release this energy. Because this energy that had come inside was causing a lot of spiritual tension, if you like. So it needed to be released. Rather than try and hold it in, I had to try and express it out, let it out. So we're doing this meditation for 17 years from 27.
それでこの前の温かいその至福の感覚っていうのを取り戻すために哲学とかそういうことに興味を持つようになったり、いろんな本も読んだし、ヨガとかの本も読んだし、太極拳をやってみたりとか、いろんなことをしてみた。で、最終的に、伝道瞑想と言われるものに出会って、それから17年ぐらいでその伝道瞑想っていうのを続けていた。で、それは内側でオウムを感じて、そのアジュナに集中する瞑想法なんですけども、でそれは同時に人々への奉仕としてもやる瞑想法で、なぜならその自分の中にエネルギーっていうのは自分の中に保持していくべきものじゃなくて世界と分かち合うべきものだからっていうそういう瞑想法なんですけど。
So after doing these 17 years of practice of ajna meditation, this was very good feeling of energy around my ajna and around my crown chakra, a good feeling of energy. And then I've been doing this, we were doing 3-hour meditations at a time, so it's quite long, and we do it twice a week basically as a group. Then I met this girl, sort of like girl, and she told me about her guru, and this guru was Swami Vishwananda. And she said to me, you know, you're doing all this meditation up here, but it's all about being in the heart. And I'm thinking, no, it's all about being here. So we had this difference, you know. And she said, why don't you come to this to meet him? Come and meet him and see for yourself. He's you know, he talks about love and so I thought, okay, we'll go and see him. So went to this Narasimha Temple in London, and it was he'd come, and as he maybe this is this enough?
でそこで、その伝道瞑想っていうのを続けて、ここにすごいこうクラウンチャクラの周りとかマジナにすごい心地よいエネルギーを感じるようになったと。でそんな時にある女性に出会ったと。でその女性が実はグルジのディボーティだったと。でその女性からあんたこのねアグニャばかり気にしてるけど全部はこのハートなのよっていうふうに言われる。でもそれでも自分はまだいやここのアグニャの方が大事だよっていう二人の意見がたがってたんですけども、それでその女性が結局グルジンのところに一回会って自分の目で確かめてみればどう？一緒に行かないっていうふうに誘ってくれた。それで一緒に行くんじゃない、グルジンに実際に会ってみれば。でそれでナラシンマテンプルでグルジンの方から来たということですね。
So as Guruji was coming down the stairs, because we'd done this meditation for 17 years, and we was like we sort of knew about these masters of wisdom, you know, these enlightened masters. And I'm thinking, okay, if this guru is an enlightened master, when he comes down the stairs, I'd like him to look over towards me. This is what I was saying inwardly. This is like my ego sort of thinking, oh, I'd like him to look over towards me when he comes down the stairs. And as he come down the stairs, he's come down the stairs and there was people around like this, all waiting to meet him. And he just looked straight towards the door, and he's looked towards me. And I had another devotee who was next to me, and he's looking in between us going, like he's like looking like this, and I'm thinking, huh, me? And so then, but he's looking in between. So my friend was here, and we're looking at each other saying, is it you or is it me? Is it you or is it me? So we didn't know who Guruji was looking at. He was looking in between us, and behind us was just the door. So for about 30 seconds, we could decide who was going to go to Guruji. And in the end, I said, it must be you. His name is Hari Priyadas. I said, it must be you, Hari Priyadas. You know him. I haven't met him. I don't know him. So Hari Priyadas went to him, and then Guruji, he bent down on his knees, and Guruji just went, and he got a ring, manifested a ring, a green stone, and he gave it to Hari Priyadas. And then he went into the temple and started singing, like really beautiful singing. It was just like amazing. So this was a good sort of proof to me about this master that just come down the stairs. You know, he done this. So yeah.
それでみんながね、そのデイドメイソンの人たちが下のフロアで待ってる時にグルジがも含めて待ってる時にグルジが階段から降りてきて、それで自分のエゴかもしれないんですけど、あなたが本当にグルジがその光明を得た本当のマスターであるのであれば、降りてきたら私の方を見てくださいっていうふうに心の中で祈った。そしてグルジが降りてきたら自分の方を見てくれたと。でも自分とその横にグルジのディボーティのハリプリアダスっていう人がいた。でも自分の方をバチッと見たわけじゃなくて、この2人の間ぐらいを見てくれたと。でもこの2人はそこには2人しかいない。で2人お互いで、いやお前が 見られたんじゃないの、お前だよって言い合ってて、で結局30秒ぐらいしてどっちでグルジがずっとこうやってたと。その2人の方に向かって。で結局、いやお前グルジのことをもう知ってるんだからお前が呼ばれたんだよって言って、結局相手の方、そのハリプリアダスっていうのが行って、そのグルジの方足元にひざまずいて、そしたらグルジが緑色の指輪をマテリアライズした、具現化した。でそれで彼はそのテンプルに行ってすごい素晴らしい歌を歌って、で彼にもすごい大きな変化が起きたようなことを感じて、それで結局それがグルジが特別な存在だっていうことの証明になったって、自分の中で。
And there was something inside me that I wanted to go to him, but I didn't. I stopped. There was obviously some fear or some resistance, some ego and pride that stopped me to go to him. I think it was a big sort of. He was really like, how can I say, breaking my ego, breaking some pride, you know, from being there. And he never even spoke to me. He was at this Narasimha event, and then he left, and he never said anything to me. And I'm like, and I felt sort of, he'd definitely broken some pride and some ego inside me, you know. So this was good.
実際自分はそこに自分が呼ばれた時に行きたかったんだけども、それが自分のエゴなのかプライドなのか、それとも何か恐れていたのかわからないけども、グルジのもとに呼ばれた時に行くことができなかった。でそれはグルジがいろんなこと、自分のその内側に眠ってたものをいろんなテストしてくれたと、テストされてたんだと思う。で結局でも行くことはできなかった。
So after seeing this, I was thinking, wow, who is this teacher? Who is he? How could he do this? And then understand what I was saying about him looking over, you know. And I'm thinking, wow, this is like amazing what he's done. So I wanted to know him more. So I went with this girlfriend to Springen, to the ashram in Germany. And it was the first Just Love Festival, 2016. And I was watching Guruji on the stage. Guruji was he was doing Abhishekam. He's doing Abhishekam on the stage, and I'm just watching. And my girlfriend was next to me, and she goes, "I'm just going to the toilet." So she went to the toilet, and then about 1 hour later, I'm thinking, "Where's she gone? She's gone," you know. Then 2 hours passed. I'm thinking, "Huh? Where's my girlfriend?" And I'm still watching Guruji on the stage, watching like this, and I'm thinking, I don't know where she's gone. And then all of a sudden, I look in the crowd, and there was this, like my girlfriend, standing with this tall Russian guy. And I thought, huh? What's going on? I didn't know anyone else. I'd only come with her, and now she's with this other guy. And I thought, this is crazy. So then all emotions started coming up, like jealousy, anger, insecurity, fear, all these things started coming up, and it gave me a pain in my solar plexus. And yeah, so this is.
で、そういうグルジがいろんなマテリアライズ、指輪を出したりとか、そういう経験をして、この人一体誰なんだろうってずっと考えるようになって、で、結局そのガールフレンドと一緒にね、グルジに会いに行くことになる、ドイツに。それで、そしたら、一番最初のジャストラブフェスティバルっていうお祭りの時に行くことになって、それでグルジがステージの上でグルジはアビシェイカムって儀式をしていたと。で、そこで途中で隣にいたそのガールフレンドが、自分はトイレに行くからって言って行っちゃったと。そしたら1時間経っても帰ってこない。で、2時間帰っても帰ってこない。で、それでどうしたんだろうって思ったら、後ろの方を見たら、そのガールフレンドが背の高いロシア人の男性と一緒に話をしていた。で、それはね、自分はね、彼女としか来てないのに、その彼女がそのロシア人と仲良くしてるんだから、それを見た途端に不安だとか怒りとか嫉妬だとか、そういう感情がこう急上昇してきて、ここで痛みに変わったんです。
And then I was looking at everyone in this ashram, and everyone was smiling. They were like, "Hi, this is like this love, you know." And I'm thinking, what is wrong with these people? They're all smiling, looking happy. Well, why are they so happy? And I'm thinking they should all be sort of focused here, but everyone's like, "Yeah, this is love. This is love." And I thought they were all emotional. I thought these people very emotional. There's something strange. And then when this girl left, and then I saw them in the crowd, and I went over. I said, "Hello." And then she said, "Oh yeah, this is my friend, this Russian guy." I went to the toilet, and as I come out, he took me into the shop, and he bought me a Guru Gita, and he wants to teach me to sing, and he's asked me I want to go to his room with him, so we're going to go to his bedroom, and then we're going to do some singing. Do you mind? And I thought, mind? Yes, I do mind. Of course I mind. So then all these emotions got stronger, like jealousy, anger, all these things were coming up, and Guruji was creating everything to bring everything up, the suppressed emotions that we keep buried down in these chakras. It was pushing up towards my heart chakra. So obviously my heart needed opening, you know, basically. I had this open and this open, but this needed to now be opened, basically.
それで、で、みんながです。私はそのジャストラブフェスティバルを見てるときに、このバクティマルガの人たちがみんなニコニコしてたから、この人はどうしてこんなみんなニコニコしてるんだろう。私たちはもっとこのね、眉間に集中してね、真面目にやるべきなのに、この人たちはなんでみんなニコニコしてるんだろうっていうふうにずっと思ってた。で、それで、そんな中、その女性のね、見つけた、戻ってきたガールフレンドのところに行って、ハローって言ったら、何があったのって言ったら、そのトイレから出てきたら、その背の高いロシア人の男性に、ショップに連れてかれて、彼が本を買ってくれて、で今から彼の部屋に行って、歌のね、練習をね、一緒にしてくれるって言うんだけど、行ってもいいって言われて、ダメかなって言ったら、もちろんダメだよって言って、それでそこでそのエネルギーがどんどんこう上がってきてたわけですよね。その怒りとかなんだとか嫉妬だとか。でもそれは自分はそのハートが開いてなかった。そのさっきでその眉間に集中して、そのハートを開くためにグルジが全てそういう状況をわざと起こして、そのハートを開かせるために、そのエネルギーをハートに上げるために、このその怒りだとかなんだとかをあぶり出していた。
So I was feeling this pain in my solar plexus, and it was unbearable. I couldn't breathe. It was like, oh, it's just so painful. So I went into the Babaji cave. I went into the Babaji cave downstairs, and I just prayed like I'd always prayed before. I prayed to God, and I just said, look, if this guru is if he is a real guru, a real enlightened teacher, master, and if he is really my guru, then I accept him. I said, but if he's not, then I don't accept him. But I said, if he is, then I'll need him to take this pain away because this pain is killing me. This pain in my solar plexus, it was really like pushing pain going up. And so I prayed that night and I said, if he's a real enlightened teacher, I'd like him to, I accept him, but I need him to take this pain away, to take this away.
でそれがもう自分が息もできないぐらいにもう苦しかったと。それがでババジケーブっていう地下の場所があるんですけど、そこに行ってお祈りをしたと、今までみたいに。それでもしねグルジが本当のね真のグルであるのであれば、それだったら私はね彼をグルとして受け入れます。でもしそうじゃないなら受け入れませんと。でももし本当にグルだったら私は受け入れますから、それだったらその自分のこの痛みをねこの取り除いてくださいっていうふうにお祈りをした。
So the next morning, after praying the day before, the next morning I was standing in the ashram reception, and there was a big half circle of people like this now, big, but many people. And Guruji came into the ashram, and he walked into the ashram, and he was all dressed in black, you know, in a black shawl, and he looked quite ferocious, you know. And as he came in, he started walking towards me, and my heart just started going boom, 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 boom. My heart started pounding really fast, and he walked towards me, and he smiled, and he tapped me 3 times on my liver, and then he went into his office, and then an older lady, she said, "You're very lucky, young man. You've been blessed. The Guru touched you." I said it was very nice. It was a lovely, warm feeling of going up my body where he touched my liver, but my pain was still here. And I was still thinking I need this pain to go away. He went into his office. 3 minutes later, he came out and he came towards me and he looked me in the eye, like very close in the eye, and he just pushed his finger into the center of my chest like this. And it was like a key going into a socket, and he just kept his finger there and just looked at me in the eyes. And as he done this, my heart just opened like a hot, warm lotus flower. Yeah.
それで翌日、祈った後翌日でレセプションエントランスのところでこういうふうに大勢の人が半円を作って、グルジを待っていた。でグルジが真っ黒な服を着てすごい、印象としてはすごい怖かったと。でそのグルジがずっと自分に向かって歩いてきた。でそのグルジが自分に歩いてきたにつれてもう心臓がバクバクいっていた。で近寄ってきたと思ったらグルジが自分の肝臓のところを3回ポンポンポンと叩いた。でそれから何も話すことなくグルジは自分のオフィスに入っていった。で横にいたおばあさんがあんたグルジに触ってもらえるなんてラッキーよって言ってくれて、で確かになんかこうあったかいものがなんかここから上がっていくような感覚はあったけど、でもここはまだ苦しいままだったと。でその3分後ぐらいにグルジがオフィスから出てきて、そしたら今度は自分と目をずっとこうじっと間近でこうまじまじと目を見つめていて、で指を自分の胸に向かってこう押し込んできた。でこの感覚はまるで鍵が刺さったドアのような感じで、でグルジがずっと指を押していくことによってハートがまるでレンゲが開くようにハートが開くのを感じた。体中に向かって。
So he touched me with his finger here, and I just felt my heart open like a hot, warm lotus flower, and it just went through my shoulders, down my arms, down my body, down my legs, and it was just this warm, very warm, hot feeling of bliss. And I dropped to my knees. And I was like, it was just so much relief, and everything, all the emotions like of anger, insecurity, fear, jealousy, all these things just disappeared. It didn't matter anymore. Nothing mattered anymore in that sense. You know, with the mind about you worrying about. I wasn't worrying about anything. I just completely, it was gone. It was just gone. And the tension that was here went up into the heart, fire of the heart, and it just burnt. It just burnt in this what felt like a fire. It completely dissolved, and it was just like a complete freedom of relaxation, you know, of being relaxed and calm and not having this tension, this tight tension inside. This was very beautiful, and I just went down on my knees and I just put my head down and thanked him. But he still never spoke to me. He just walked, and then he walked out of the ashram. He still never spoke to me, but he'd actually opened my heart. He opened my heart. Yeah, just really beautiful.
それでこのハートがまだ熱いレンゲのようなが開いたような感覚がここからこう肩からずっと全身に向かってこう温かいこう至福みたいな温かい至福を全身で感じたと。でそれが起きた時に膝から落ちてグルジュの前でそれではぁっていう感じになって、でその時に今まで感じてたその痛みですよね、ここにあったテンションがもう全てなくなっていた。でまるでそのテンションがこのロータスの炎で焼かれたような、それがどんどん上がっていってこのハートで焼かれたような感覚で、その後はもう完全にリラックスして、もう何にの今まであった不安とか恐れとか怒りとか嫉妬だとかそういうのも何にも気にならない、もう全て消えてしまったと。それでグルジの前で手を合わせてありがとうございました。でもそれでもまだグルジはまだ何も語ることはしなかったと。ここまで何も。
So then, when I went back to to London, I went back to the airport, and when I was in the airport, I was feeling like a 7-year-old child. I just felt like a big kid, big child. He connected me with this inner child, and I'm jumping around. I'm just jumping over the furniture, going yay, woohoo, yay! It just felt really lovely to feel this freedom and to feel this this like inner child inside, you know, like feeling like you was Peter Pan. It was just amazing feeling. And when I got back to London, I went to sleep, and the next night, after that night, the next morning, I woke up and I felt terrible. I felt really like, really bad, and I just felt really not good. Then I had 7 days of basically cleansing, diarrhea. I had diarrhea 40 times a day for 7 days, and it was just falling out of me non-stop. And all this tension that had gone up into my heart, where he'd opened the heart, all this emotions that had now burnt and transformed, it all needed to come out physically out of my body. So this having this diarrhea for 7 days was a big cleansing. 40 times a day, it was crazy. After 3 days, I was worried that I might have some sort of I don't know, terminal illness or something, because it kept falling out of me. But after 7 days, once the diarrhea had gone, I was very clear. Like everything felt very light, and everything felt very clear. And then from then on, started singing. Done singing for him, and he said, "Yeah, you sing very nice. You should sing more, keep singing." So I'd done this, and it changed. It changed everything in my life, basically. To recognise him as my guru, and that he touched me on my heart and opened my heart.
で、それで空港にイギリスまで帰って、空港に帰って、もうその時はグルジは自分のインナーチャイルドに自分を続けてコネクトしてくれて、もう子供のように椅子の上でこう飛び跳ねるぐらいの軽い感覚があって、でまるで自分はピーターパンかのようなそんな感じだった。でロンドンに帰って、寝たと。そしたら次の日にものすごい体調が悪くなったと。そしたら7日間毎日40回ぐらいずっと下痢が続いたと。もう3日目ぐらいになってもこのまま死ぬんじゃないかって思ったぐらい ひどくて、でも最終的に7日後には全部なくなってすごい軽い気持ちで、それはさっきこのハートでテンションがこう上がっていって焼かれたって言ってたものが、その焼かれたものが体の外に出す必要があったと。でその自分の中にあったその不純物を浄化するためにこの下痢が起こってたんだ、下痢っていう形でその浄化が起きてたんだっていうのが分かった。でそれから、グルジとの関係深まって、そのグルジから君は歌がうまいんだからもっと歌いなさいっていうふうに言われて、でそれをするようになって自分のグルジっていうのを見つけて、それがやっぱグルジとの出会って、グルジが自分のハートを開いてくれた。それがグルジとの自分のそのお話。
So this changed me, and it helped me to feel more here rather than being like too much here or too much in my head. It just felt me to be more, coming more into my heart. So this really, I've got much gratitude for him for how he changed me. And a couple of years after, I asked him what had happened to me when I was 27. I said, can you tell me what happened with this energy that went up my body? So I don't know how it was. I started to understand a little bit about Kundalini. I thought maybe I had some sort of Kundalini experience. I don't know. And he said, yes, you had Kundalini awakening, rising that went up your body. He said, and it went all at once. Everything just went up. And he said this because obviously I was being prepared to meet my guru basically over a long period of time. And when I asked him about the calling, why I went cold and why my body went very stiff after like 10 days after the experience. And he said it's known as the calling. So after the Kundalini, he said the Kundalini rises up like a volcano. So it's like fire. Then the fire comes out over the volcano, burns everything, transforms everything. The old part of the body gets transformed, and it becomes a fire. And then it cools down and seals in the energy. If your body keeps burning and you keep more and more fire, and you don't go have this cooling, then it's too much for the body to take. So even with the Kundalini, there's only so much energy that your body can take in one experience or one life, maybe a lifetime, or at one stage. It's step by step. So this cooling is a natural process that holds that energy in from the Kundalini. So this is what he explained to me.
で、結局それでグルジに出会ったことで、今までアウジなここにばっかり集中してたのが自分のハートに集中する、ハートを開くっていうことにグルジは気づけたこと、それにグルジにすごく感謝している。でそれから数年経ってグルジに自分が27歳の時に経験したクンダリーニみたいな経験、今は少し知識もあるからちょっと聞いてみたと。そしたらあれは何だったのかって言ったら、それは、クンダリーニだった。クンダリーニが目覚めた現象だよ。でじゃあそれから9日後に起こったその全部冷たくなって硬直してしまったあれは何ですかって聞いたら、それはクーリングっていう現象があって、そのボルケーノがSo when
the hot fire of the volcano goes up, and then it bursts, and then all the hot lava, the fire saturates all the whole body, like the volcano, the lava. It's the hot fire that goes through the body. Then after it cools down, and then this cools.
でそのエネルギーが全身に渡った後、その溶岩が全身に渡って固まるみたいに、それが硬直する現象が起きる。
Yeah. And then I understood as well that doing 17 years of the meditation, the Ajna meditation, and here was preparation to obviously to meet my guru, because it took 17 years to meet him after this Kundalini experience. And I think that probably this had to be some sort of preparation in order to be able for him to help to to touch and open my heart. So this is how I understood it basically. Yeah.
自分がその17年間その伝道瞑想っていうのを続けてここに集中していたのはグルジに出会ってハートを開くための準備なんだったと今は思う。
So this is my personal experience, and then since then, now trying to do things from the heart. It's nice to share experience, to share the music, to share the heart sharing practice. It feels like it's the right thing to do by sharing with people. And everyone lifting together is for me is the right way. So yeah. So anyway, so this is the story.
それで今はその自分がねハートとつながってハートから歌ったりみんなとね自分の経験をねハートの経験をシェアしたりすることが自分にとって本当にいいことなんだっていうのは自分で感じる。で
Okay, so Jay Gurudev, Jay Gurudev, Jay Gurudev. Thank you for listening. ありがとうございます。